Hello, people. My name is Eric, and this is my Unit 1 student presentation. In this case, I am going to make some comparison and contrast of what it means to be in social media. This is the subject that I chose, and I consider is important nowadays because you can manage a lot of information online, and even you can create your own business. But yeah, uh, it's important to know. So, from my personal perspective, I would have a social media account not only for the benefit it offers, such as being connected all the time or having the information that exists all over the world just in the palm of your hand, but also because you can use the social media as you wish. For example, if you are learning a new language, you could probably looking for information online so you can learn that language easily and with no cost. So yeah, basically you can use the social media as you wish. And besides that, we are gonna talk about some contrasts that have a interaction, not only human interaction but online interaction. So as I just mentioned, nowadays social media is important because obviously we can manage a lot of information online, not only personal information but our businesses information. For example, if I got a brand, I can perfectly place my services or products in the market by using social media, right? Besides that, nowadays exists the way that I can pay for advertising services so I can improve or I can boost my products online and I can have sales, you know? So if I go to my comparison chart, here we'll find that in social media, I would reach a greater audience with a single post. That is, you don't necessarily need to be online like all the time so you can reach a huge audience. No, you just need to do a good post and wait for the outcome to come, okay? But you don't need to be like all the time in front of the screen of your smartphone or your computer. But in real life, also, if I compare to the real life, well, I'd say that personal interaction build customer trust. So, for example, if I have business, but let's say that I got a discussion, I got a dispute process going on because something went wrong, let's say. And if I have my customer in front of, I'd say that it's easy or it's gonna be better for me to have the customer in front of so I can have empathy, I can manage their emotions and have a little bit of a social of emotional intelligence in the middle of the conversations instead of just using social media to interact with that customer because obviously the responses are not gonna be like quickly and obviously this customer want to have a solution asap. So basically, yes, this is a bit tricky, let's say, when we compare social media versus real life in business thing. For example, if I continue, I see here that for example, like in social media I get connected faster, and that is because obviously you have, you know, let's say that somebody requests my phone number. Obviously, that is PII information that I don't really like to disclose to anybody. So I would rather prefer to give you my Instagram ID instead of giving you my phone number because that's personal. So yeah, we can get connected. However, I'm not giving you like personal information. However, nowadays, eye contact, touch, smell, these are important while interacting with people, while dealing face to face with people. So it's important for us also to have face to face conversations. Okay. Obviously, another thing that we can compare in social media versus real life is that in social media we have or we can get or we can be quickly informed. That is, perhaps something is happening right now in China, and I'm living here in Costa Rica. And just because I got this Instagram social media installed in my smartphone, I can perfectly know or I can perfectly be informed of everything is happening right now in China. and that is because everything is traveling you know faster through social media, and obviously all people want to be connected, sorry. So yeah, they're gonna show what is happening right now. Obviously you just need to looking for the best experience. I mean, not only the accounts but also the newest you are trying to reach, right? uh, but human meetings also, like in real life, human meetings are necessary for the development, not only the personality, but the cognitive process. So that's why we go to school. That's why we go to high school. That's why we need to learn how to deal with people, because obviously that's an important part of a cognitive process, and obviously is necessary. Obviously I can see here that in social media I can be everywhere at any time just with one click, and that is because obviously just with Google Chrome you can looking for information about places, about dishes, about fashion, about everything, just with one click, and that is so possible nowadays. If I go to the contrast chart, you'll see here that will find some security risks in social media, obviously, but in real life, obviously it's gonna happen in real life, but PII information is not something we discuss with anybody. I mean, obviously in social media you gotta create your account using your email, your name, your age, your on all the personal details, but in social or in real life you're not gonna do that, because obviously it's important to maintain that information, safe. Also it can affect your personality, and that is because in social media we can find a wide variety of things. I mean, uh let's say fashion, pretend to be somebody that is not yourself. It's gonna be tricky, because perhaps you want to be like that person and your life or your circumstances won't allow that, so you're gonna feel like if you were stuck, you want to reach, or you want to be successful, sorry, but something is happening that you cannot reach your goals. The last thing I can show as a contrast here in my contrast chart is the impersonation. Nowadays it is so well, this is likely to happen online. I mean, I have a profile online and somebody can have my photo and perfectly create another profile using my personal information, or just by changing pieces of that information so somebody can get confused, okay? um but in real life, there is only one me. And in face to face interaction, it is very difficult for one to impersonate me. So, yeah, in this case, I would say that it's better to have these face to face conversations, but it doesn't mean that social media is, to have social media is a bad idea, because it is not. Um, just to finish, what is the main idea you want your reader to learn from your compare contrast presentation? Well, I'd say, as I got here, I'd say that there will always be pros and cons to these two type of interactions. However, I think we should stay in the middle of both. I mean, you can reap the benefits of online interaction without losing the benefits of human interaction, as a functional balance, because you need both. Social media to improve or to boost your business, and your personal interactions to grow your audience, because it is important to have personal interactions. So basically that's it, guys. I hope you understand my main idea, my main point regarding social media and personal interaction. And thank you. That's it. Thank you very much. Bye bye.